Through the glistening sunlight, you can see Coronado south of where we are at Harbor Island. Coronado Bridge and downtown San Diego are just on the horizon. The upscale Island Prime Sea Level Lounge is here. So is the modern Costera restaurant. Both Harbor Island and Shelter Island are actually peninsulas connected to the mainland, similar to how this fence is connected to the building if you go far enough. Although, they do have great views of San Diego Bay. San Diego International Airport is just north of Harbor Island. You can see planes touching down just like this one every so often. Many boats are docked along the north side of Harbor Island's 2-mile length from east to west. Harbor cruise ships ferry passengers past Harbor and Shelter Islands to view the entrance of San Diego Bay near Point Loma. Our vantage point of Harbor Island was man-made by the U.S. Navy from harbor dredgings in 1961. They may even be telling the passengers of that cruise ship right now. Back on land, you can see there isn't too much traffic on the one and only road of Harbor Island Drive. Tom Ham's Lighthouse is on the west end. It sure looks like a postcard for San Diego. The view from here would make a serene painting, too. It only takes a minute or two to walk from the southern edge of Harbor Island to the north, where all the boats are docked. Here's the last pier on the west end. We see a white sailboat slowly making its way to the entrance of San Diego Bay. On the western roundabout is a mysterious figure, standing, gazing toward downtown and the Coronado Bridge. It has long hair and appears to be surrounded by kelp. We see no feet, but a tail instead. It must be a mermaid. It was created out of sheet metal by Frank Mando in 2003. It's amazing how the hair stays in place. Exposed to sun and the elements, what history has Minnie the Mermaid seen? What will she see in the years to come? Only time will tell. These boats are headed west toward the 1.2-mile long Shelter Island. Shelter Island is home to the Bali Hai restaurant since 1954. With Polynesian art and cuisine, you can spot the wooden Mr. Bali Hai headhunter on the lower left, as well as the goof head on the top of the structure. Humphrey's Half Moon Inn and Concerts by the Bay are next to the peninsula entrance on Shelter Island Drive, which spans the length from northeast to southwest. Shelter Island was originally a sandbar, which appeared only at low tide. In 1934, dredging built it up into usable land. Like Harbor Island, Shelter Island's north-facing coast has many boats docked. It can, however, accommodate boats up to twice as long, at 200 feet, thanks to its deeper marina. Near the children's playground is this little girl of bronze blowing bubbles. Donated as a memorial to a family's daughter, Bubble Bath was created in 1999 by Dan Hill. The plaque reads, born only in our hearts. The gateway to the Pacific Rim is represented by the Pearl of the Pacific art piece. You see tilework of the Pearl Fountain in the center, a Siberian tiger of Russia, Quetzalcoatl, the winged serpent deity from Mexico, a Chinese dragon, and an American shorebird. The Russian iron archway and latticework is surrounded on both sides by concrete arches suggesting Chinese fans. This bronze water nymph appears to be jumping out of the bay and onto land. It is Pacific Spirit by James Hubble. Even in silhouette, she seems to be in motion. A good day to stretch out and feel the warmth of the sun and breathe in the sea air. Roundabouts like this one are used to redirect traffic since real estate is limited on each island. Adjacent to this roundabout is some thought-provoking art. What drives an artist to create a work of art? Why does the painter paint, the sculptor sculpt, the writer write, and the composer compose? Could it be for monetary profit, prestige, and power? Perhaps. Surely there is an underlying motivation. True art is created not for fame, fortune, or gain in the material world. It is created to nurture our souls. It is created as an outlet of expression for the artist and an inlet of impression and connection for us all. It allows our minds to wander in hope, anticipation, wonder, and excitement. Through art, we're given a chance to relive the past, appreciate the present, and imagine the future. Pacific Portal by James Hubble stands near the entrance to Shelter Island. The Tunamen's Memorial honors the founders, pioneers, and fishermen that lost their lives at sea. Many of them immigrated from different nations such as Portugal, Japan, and Italy. This bronze sculpture depicts the three-pole method. Sardine bait would be thrown from behind and above to attract the tuna. The three fishermen here would brace their knees on the tuna boat's racks and synchronize their pulls on the squid jig to set it and lift the tuna out of the water and into the boat. Three-pole setups were used for any tuna over 100 pounds. In the 1960s, tuna was the third largest industry in San Diego, surpassed only by the U.S. Navy and aerospace. A waterless moat surrounds a statue and steps leading to a giant bell at the western end of Shelter Island. The girl in red shoes holds a carnation and rose, representing the sister city connection between San Diego and Yokohama, Japan. There is a Japanese nursery song, Akai Kutsu, or Red Shoes, which tells of a young girl leaving Yokohama with a foreigner, and if her eyes have turned to blue by now. In truth, the song was written about Kimi Iwasaki, born in 1902, to be adopted by American parents. Sadly, she had tuberculosis and wouldn't survive the voyage. She was left in the care of a church orphanage in Tokyo and later died at the age of 9. Yokohama has a similar red shoe statue. If we go up the stairs, you see the Japanese friendship bell, a gift from Yokohama presented to San Diego in 1958. A pagoda structure houses and protects the large bronze bell. The bell is 6 feet tall and weighs 4,600 pounds. There is no clapper inside the bell. Instead, there is a large wooden ram to ring it from the exterior. San Diego has an annual event to toll the bell every New Year's Eve. The ram is drawn back with a lanyard and released using its own weight to strike the bell. A total of 18 rings is performed. Why? Once each for the 6 senses of sight, sound, touch, taste, smell, and mind. And once each for the 3 different ways to experience them: good, bad, or neutral. The girl in red shoes and the friendship bell are gifts from Yokohama. We wonder, what did San Diego offer in return? Here is the San Diego City and County Administration Building off Harbor Drive. As we turn toward the waterfront, you can make out the trickle of flowing water from a fountain. A lone figure stands looking across the Pacific Ocean. Holding a water jug over her left shoulder, the guardian of water gazes over the western horizon at her twin likeness across the sea. An identical statue was presented in 1960 from San Diego to Yokohama, Japan. The base has a tile mosaic showing multiple water guardians pouring water from a dam and across a citrus grove. Just below that is an inner ring with swordfish and others like skipjack tuna. The outer ring has sea snails. The sister statue to our guardian of water resides across the Pacific in Japan's Yamashita Park in Yokohama. It is surrounded by flowers and a vertical ring of fountains. The one here in San Diego was sculpted by Donal Horde over the course of 2 years from a 22-ton granite block. With her height over 13 feet, she stands eternal over San Diego Bay. Who knows how many more decades, centuries, or millennia she'll subscribe to. Thanks for watching San Diego Review.